Welcome back to A Minute with Chelsea. I woke up and I fed Charlotte as usual, and then I fed myself. And then Shelby and David came over and we got in my car and we jumped in and went to Little Rock. I am leading 3 Hobbit hiker trips this year. The first one is in June. We are going to Yosemite and the Redwoods in California. That trip is currently sold out. Then in August, we are going to Yellowstone to camp like we did 2 years ago, and that trip is also sold out. And then we are going to Costa Rica in December to have a rainforest eco retreat with some forest meditation. There are still 8 spots for that if you're interested. All the links and itineraries are in my bio, and if you are interested in Yellowstone or California, you can always put yourself on the wait list because we've already had a cancellation. Now, the whole point of this spiel is that I am starting to train for California now because, first of all, my cardio health sucks. So I'm going to be hiking these switchbacks, which are not easy, at least 3 times a week. You hike from the bottom to the top, and yeah, you can go past that point. We do every time. And there are exactly 8 switchbacks until you get to the very tip top. I know it's cold, I know it's nasty, but I've got to get my lungs in better shape before I try to hike in elevation. So Shelby and David joined me today so that we could start hiking and I could get a base time, a base cardio fitness reading for this first time. It took me about 45 minutes to get to the top. Normally, I think my best time ever was 29 minutes. Good sign on the top of the trail. And I'm not saying you have to be fast. That's not my goal here. My goal is just to have better cardio fitness. David stepped in dog shit and he was so upset because the guy in front of us didn't clean up his dog's shit because it was still warm. We saw a heron and we saw some ducks, and then we got back in the car because we were freezing. And it was time to go to Trader Joe's because I wanted to grab some teeny tiny avocados, and I also wanted some flowers because they're my favorite things at Trader Joe's. They have the most affordable flowers and the most beautiful flowers, and they usually last quite a long time. I picked up a microwave dinner because I knew I would be hungry whenever I got home, and some bananas, some broccoli, some cauliflower, and some baby arugula to go on my salmon toast, and some baby avocados. I also got some vegan dill and some more sourdough and some cheese because I was planning on making tacos, and I was planning on making black bean sweet potato bowls with farro and chickpeas. We drove back to Conway, and Shelby and David went back to their house, and then I started assembling all of my flowers. I usually get the water really hot and melt a little flour powder, and then I turn it back to cold and fill it up the rest of the way. Not cold, but like room temp cold. My mom used to be a florist, so she always told me to cut your flowers under running water at a diagonal. I don't know if that does anything, but I've done it like this my entire life. I also remove any of the greenery at the bottom that would be in the water because I like to fill my water all the way to the top. And if you leave greenery, it just makes mold, so. These roses, however, are kind of on their last leg. They were way too bloomed, but they're so pretty I couldn't say no. Look at little baby Charlotte. She slept all morning while I was gone in the sun in my bed and had a good time. I love her. This disgusting looking thing is actually one of my favorite things at Trader Joe's. It's that chicken marsala with mashed potatoes, and it's delicious. I ate my lunch and cuddled with Charlotte, and then I finally had time to put up this tree, which I'm still surprised at what a great Christmas tree that was that I got from TikTok Shop. Also, the carrots I bought for the Hobbit photo shoot were completely floppy, and I looked up a hack to see if it would work. I was very skeptical, but look at that. That carrot's just been in cold water, and now it is hard as a rock. So I let all my carrots soak so that I could have them and use them and roast them the next day with my broccoli and my cauliflower. Then Amber got home from work, and we headed to Sam's because we just don't have any vegetables in the house except for the ones I just bought, so we got some salad. And then we went to the gym, and Amber got a gym membership so we can go walk together. And then we went to walk-ons. We had spinach artichoke dip. Amber got a burger. They have the best burgers in town. And they have really affordable pasta. And then Amber said, let's try the beignets. And I was like, I don't think I've ever eaten a beignet. And it was really hot and it really hurt. And then I loved it so much, I got it all in my hair and all over my shirt. When I got home, my carrots had finally gotten peak stiffness. I tore up a rotisserie chicken so I could make all kinds of food throughout the week, and Amber prepped her lunch for work. Look at all my baby hairs. I actually confirmed with my stylist they are baby hairs. I'm sure it's from all the medicine I've been taking, all the vitamins and supplements, and all of the water I've been drinking. Then I also did Amber's tarot for the year. Some looks good, some looks a little creepy, but mostly it's good overall, and I think we both have a really nice year coming up ahead for both of us, so